city employee in here, you better
That's right, it can turn on you quick.
surround it. Oh, you got me confused with the other.
No, John, we lump them all in together.
Oh, okay.
We don't show faces with one another.
That's right.
Something about that word press, I don't know.
Well, I'm showing 4 straight up, Mr. Chairman, so I guess we'll just sit tight for a few.
We'll give, I haven't heard from, either Alderman Parsley or Alderman Messick, Vice Mayor Messick. But we'll give them the good old 5-minute rule.
Yep. There it is, thank you. I can't believe today's the 17th of February.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about a Q1 initiative at work. And when you realize Q1's already half over.
Yeah. Director Foley, the items that you submitted, they are in order. The quotes are in the same order as listed here on the front agenda page, so that's what they're looking at. On your truck and the manhole cover, they're in that kind of order.
See this from Truck Universe, did they move? Where are they at now?
Well, they're still in Murfreesboro. I don't know what the new spot is.
Okay.
We bought them all out. but
You got them all.
bought
You are Truck Universe.
Yeah. We gotta get out of Manchester.
Director has his own side business here, everything going, right?
That's a joke.
Yeah.
I think to get on social media.
For the record, that was a joke. Director Foley is not Truck Universe.
I'll be right back.
No quorum means no money.
How's it going?
Good.
You doing this all by yourself today?
Guess so, no quorum, but I'll do it by myself, that's fine.
I've been in there doing secretarial work.
preparing myself for today.
We all wear many hats here.
Ain't that the truth? I don't know if you have that one or not.
Yeah, is that the paint?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it in the packet?
it is.
Oh, well, hell, I even done extra work, but I didn't have to. But I said I'd provide this one, didn't I?
Yes, that was the one. Although you printed the whole thing, I just printed the dollars on the turf tick, so.
I know you don't have that one.
This is what I printed up, yeah. Is this what you have, AJ?
And then here's an
On the
updated-
recreation
Here's an
center?
updated one, the mayor and I did just about an hour ago.
Okay, that's an added item. We'll
Okay.
pass that.
Which one you needed.
Okay.
Well, where Mark's at? He's at planning and zoning last night. I'm sure he'll say you forgot. Mark coming?
Yeah, he'll be here in just a minute.
Oh, okay.
He's, putting on his cape and he'll be right over.
Even better. Want water or anything?
My papers have
Water, anybody?
multiplied.
This item is an add-on item for rec center. Renovations.
All right. And that goes with it, I'm assuming.
And this one that you just got put there, that, that's an, item number 6.
Yeah, that's the bar screen.
Yep.
Lonnie, that's a little bit better than we were afraid of, isn't it?
For which one?
The bar screen?
Oh, yeah, that's it'll work. It's
Okay.
not the road, but it'll get us what we need.
So we were talking, what, about 75 more than that?
Yeah, but if you see the other ones that I have,
Yeah.
they look better than the plan.
You know, the PO that you approved yesterday,
Yeah.
they had to tear it up because some information was on it, so you had a new PO.
PO, $800 more.
Why are you breathing hard?
Well, I tell you. Hard work. Yeah,
Got a feeling the elevator's gonna be used going down.
I don't know.
All right, we will, call the meeting of the February 17th Finance Committee meeting to order. In attendance, we have Mayor Hobbs, Vice Mayor Messick, Alderman Crossland, and Director Burrows. Item number 2, approval of the agenda.
Yeah, move to approve.
And I second. Aye. Agenda is approved. Number 3, approval of the minutes from our prior meeting on January 20.
Yeah, we'll do that too.
I second and vote aye. So 2-0 there. Public comments, anyone? All right, on to item number 5. Funding request from the Water and Sewer Department for a 2018 Ram truck replacement pumps, the MK73 hydrant, and polymer manhole covers. Director Foley?
There should be manhole, not covers. The truck itself, first item, is gonna be a replacement. We have, as you know, outdated vehicles. We have one left that is beyond its life expectancy that needs to be replaced. And once we get that one replaced, we will have replaced about 15 trucks. All of them will be up to date. We probably can expect to get 10, 12 years out of these trucks, but they're low mileage trucks. But they're what the guys need to actually haul the equipment into the field and do the job that we have stacking up on us.
Move to approve.
All right, I'll second. Hang on just a second.
Can't write that fast.
Well, no, I just want to know where we're at budgetary wise. Any concerns? Director Burrows?
All of these items, from what I see, are gonna come out of their capital fund. They have, they're still underrunning their capital fund. I don't know whether capital purchases they have in the next 5 months, but that's where these purchases are coming out of, and they have that sitting there right now.
Okay. Director Foley, you feel good about that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Any further discussion? All right. Mark, you already voted yay, and I'll second, vote 2-0 on the truck. All right, replacement pumps.
I don't have the all factors. Which pumps are these? Is it the one from Nedro and Associates?
Yes, sir.
It's the
One is
7,
for 70, one is for 100 something? Yes, we don't have one. You have both?
With,
We have 2 of them.
yeah.
Okay. So these are for the big lift station, 7-Eleven, is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
So the pumps that are in there have gone past their life expectancy. One, we approved, I want to say maybe a couple of months ago, to be repaired. This is one, this is the first one, the lower one, is to replace it. It's out, it can't be repaired anymore. And then the more expensive one is one that we need, it's one of the big 100 horsepower pumps that we need to have in there.
Both of them go 7-Eleven?
Yeah, that station holds quite a few pumps. And like I said, most of them are past their life expectancy.
What is that ballpark, Director Foley, what is that life expectancy?
With the kind of I&I and things that we get in here, 8 years, 7 years,
Wow.
if that, we have, because we get so much debris and trash in there. I mean, they found boots in there, 4x4, piece of plywood, things that are not supposed to be in the sewer line, get clogged up in there, and when they get inside of those impellers, they get destroyed. But on average, I mean, you could probably get about 15 years out of a proper pump, system that has no I&I. The way we're going, once we get these, we can get everything buttoned up, we probably can get about 15 years out of those pumps.
So are these replacement pumps that you're gonna have in case the others go out, or are you gonna?
No, those are the replacements.
Okay.
For ones that are on their way out. We're steady duct taping and bubble gum wrappers, trying to get what we got to stay online. This will just help out better.
Duct tape's a lot cheaper than this.
It is.
you ready?
Same funding, capital, it's a capital outlay item.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we'll need a motion to send to BOMA.
Yeah, this will go to BOMA. I'll make the motion.
Okay, I'll second and vote aye.
Me too.
All right, 2-0 to send the replacement pumps to BOMA. When that goes, will it go as one number?
Yeah, we'll put together one resolution, stick with that.
I think that makes the most sense.
Okay, yeah.
Does to me anyway. All right, the next item, MK 73 hydrants.
So, this is the first utility I worked at where, we don't control the hydrants. The fire department kinda has maintenance and things over it, but whatever. They look like crap, they're old, a lot of them we can't get parts for. What they're doing now is they order one hydrant, and we keep one hydrant in stock. And right now, I probably have about 10 work orders for replacement hydrants. And I wanna get them replaced up to new standards and specs. We're gonna start going around and making that a priority while we increase the staff, is to make sure that all the hydrants are operational the way they should be. Right now, like I said, we have 5 on the books that are leaking, several that need to be replaced, several that need to be raised, and the age of these hydrants, some parts are just not available anymore. So it just makes better sense to buy it in bulk versus buying one at a time, like they've been doing for the last
23 years.
And also, you can see on this quote, they're 8 to 10 week lead times.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, we have several in town that have bags on them, and they just,
Yeah, that's just, to me, that's a no-no to me not to have fire protection.
yeah.
Every corner or wherever we have a hydrant bagged up, that's just another bad eyesore for the water department especially.
After what hit our community this weekend, I cannot imagine letting this opportunity pass. So I will gladly make the motion that we,
If you could do it and do it legally, I don't care.
I can do it and do it legally. Hell, there's
I'll
only two.
second it.
Okay. And any more discussion?
What are you gonna do when you run out of money, Lonnie?
Wait for the budget to start over. and we're gonna-
I mean, that's a good answer, right?
We need
Just
to,
asking.
we need to vote officially, Mark. I vote aye.
Yeah, nah, great,
All right.
great.
And that one is approved, doesn't need to go to BOMA. Correct?
Yeah, it does, that's 300.
No, it's $25,000.
$25,000.
Oh, okay. yeah.
You were putting the
Yeah,
comment in the
yeah,
wrong
yeah,
place.
yeah.
That's
all
why
that
you thought we got
exercise.
money, so now we got more to spend on it.
Exactly.
All right. And the last one,
The polymer manhole, these are not covered, these are actual manholes. There was a product that, I've never used this product, I'm not endorsing it by no means. The rep came out to us, gave us some sample material, showed us the benefits of this type of material. We were gonna buy the manholes at the pilot price, they're way more than what you see on the paper. But he's gonna pilot them to us at what we would pay for a manhole of that size, help us install. We have 2 manholes that were identified by staff that are in terrible shape. You probably could lean on it and fall in it. So those will be the 2 pilot areas. One of them is very deep, right outside of Fredonia lift station, I believe. And I don't know what the other one is, right off the top of my head, but those are the 2 areas we'd like to pilot to see if this is a product we would want to introduce into our system at a later date.
One of them's on Woodrow, if I'm reading this right.
mhm.
Okay, so it's on your paper. Good.
Yeah.
Better.
yeah,
I
the
just have.
Above the interceptor.
bigger one on Fredonia.
And then both, like I said, both of those are deep, not too deep, they're deep. That company will assist us with installation to make sure we install them right. It'll be done by in-house staff, we'll do it ourselves, along with their assistance.
These are just rings, is that what they are?
No, this is the actual manhole.
Actual manhole?
From all the way
Okay.
from the invert up to the top.
Okay.
And that material, according to that company, is supposed to be 50 years or more.
I'll make that motion too. And vote aye.
All right, so I'll second the motion to pass it to BOMA, and I will also vote aye. All right. And now the big boy.
So that is your lakeside equipment packet that I give you?
Yep.
It's come out of water and sewer. This is the multi-rate bar screens, 2 of them, that we discussed in there. I did talk with Anthony. We're gonna take the remaining, after this last vehicle purchase, we had put roughly $600 and some thousand in new vehicle purchases. There'll be, one of these will come out of there and the other one will come out of his actual fund for repairs and maintenance. So, by buying the used vehicles that we've been buying, he saved us quite a bit of money. The crane truck was the big one. I think that we had budgeted $200 and some thousand for it. He bought it for around 40 or 50. 30, I'm sorry. So that left us over so that we could actually purchase one of these out of that line item, and then the other one will come out of that. And this, the whole intent here, for anybody that didn't, join us at water and sewer, is to stop all the rags and everything from breaking our screws and stuff at the plant. And this is a filtration system that will actually dump it into a trash. It's got a conveyor belt and it'll catch a lot of the things that are going to the plant.
Lonnie, you feel like this is a bedrock item for us, though, right?
Yes, what we have is adequate. It was built, designed, it will work, but for the amount of debris that we get, there's no way to stop it and to make it work for our existing system. It's just an overload, so this will be a way to kind of filter that out, makes the operators be able to have more time to process through and keep that stuff from coming into the system. Like now, that big bill for cleaning is almost $700,000 to clean the oxidation ditch. Had we had this bar screen, we could have probably knocked that price down by, I don't know, $500,000 if it's been a regular cleaning. So I think this is something, it was recommended based on staff. So this is not, the director sitting in the Oval Office pointing down what I want, spending money. This is more, hey, this is a product that we need, and like I said, every wastewater plant I've ever been to has a bar screen. I don't think I've ever been to one that didn't, even if it was made out of chicken wire mesh and 1x6, it was something there. So this is a product that we need, and then we're gonna try to use this in conjunction with what we have. We're gonna make some revisions to that to make that screw work like it should work. It's not like we're trying to eliminate that at all. We just want something to slow up the amount of rag that are coming in and accumulating throughout the plant in areas where we cannot control.
So are we getting the press and the washer and everything?
Yeah, the quote, what was the quote? It was showing one, but you did multiply.
$177,900. Takes $177,900, that's for one.
That's multiplied times 2.
Yeah, but that's everything.
That's it, that's everything we need, and it's set up, install. Like I said, it's not a Cadillac model, it just does what we need it to do.
Yeah.
So what's the second quote, the 89,000?
It's a part of extra material, or extra parts that go with that screening.
You see 89,000.
Second
It's on the
page.
second page, yeah.
So are we looking to approve 178, or are we looking to approve 268? Times 2.
Times 2.
Yeah. So we're looking
Yeah, right.
at 500 and some change.
Right.
The amount in that capital for the vehicles that the mayor was speaking of earlier, they do have some underrun, and they do have 366,000 still available to go. I don't know how many more vehicles you have to go, but that's what's the available balance right now, so.
I think it'd probably be a good idea to stop buying vehicles.
I think he said that this was the last one.
Yeah, this will be the last one.
Yeah, so we have
As far as those small replacements.
basically 300 in that account after this vehicle.
Yeah,
and then 200 out of,
Normal fund.
out of normal business. Well, my opinion is we can't have it both ways. We can't talk about how important this project is and then skimp on it.
And that's what I kind of presented to the water sewer
Yeah.
commission. We can approve the 500,000+ to keep anything new from coming in, or we could spend 700,000 to clean the oxidation ditch, and then it comes right back in, because there's nothing to prevent it from coming in.
Yeah,
You'll just have a clean ditch in the same boat you're in now.
we'll have a clean ditch for a little while. Yeah. Yeah.
I know it may seem like a lot of money that we're asking for as a group as a whole, but a lot of this is just neglecting the years of non-maintenance, on the vehicle side, on the operation side. It's just a bunch of years of neglect and not wanting to spend money. And, you know, like I know every Monday, things go more and more expensive than they were the previous Monday. So long as we kick the can down the road, this 500,000, maybe $1 million at the same time next year, based on the economy.
Yeah.
You spending more money than AJ, Lonnie.
Well, AJ hadn't had his turn yet.
I know.
Well, that's good.
It's all right.
Hold on, hold on, I tell you, we're gonna get some good stuff coming here shortly.
Some good stuff.
Oh, man.
All right.
Mr. Messick,
Oh, yeah, I'll make that motion.
I'll second to pass. Aye. All right, Director Foley. We're gonna quit inviting you to this meeting.
I was gonna say, with me, because we're all right.
Here's my packet.
All right, item number 7, funding request from general government for city hall pool vehicle.
I didn't know we had a pool.
Well, the administration asked that we purchase a vehicle for the use of all of City Hall. So we found, after some due diligence, we found ourselves a real nice 2024 Dodge Durango. One owner, never wrecked, excellent shape. In fact, it's sitting right out here. You can look at it right out the window if you'd like to. Take a look at it. We put down a deposit and, like I said, 27,000 original miles, total of 26,395, I believe we were asking for total.
And so, just so we all know what we're looking at, we have employees that have to make bank runs, they go to rec centers, they go to different places, and this is gonna be a vehicle that they use versus their own personal vehicle. The police department's asked that we quit tearing theirs up when we go places, and so we felt that this was the right way to go. You know, when we ask people to run errands and stuff for us and we put them in their own vehicles, we're really putting ourselves at risk. And so that's why the request was made.
It's for all of City Hall, correct, Mayor?
Yeah, I mean, I think Anthony keeps the key and we check it out through him, I think is what the intent was, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, so looking for a motion, 26,395.
Money's coming from where? We got the money for that?
Yeah, Ben, probably just take
We
it
do.
up, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, general fund.
General fund.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'll second the motion and vote aye.
Oh, yeah. If I make a motion, I'm gonna vote aye for it too, so you can just write that down.
Okay. Glad we got that on the record.
Yeah, put that down.
All right. Item number 8, funding request from the fire department for bunker equipment.
I apologize for not making more copies.
Hey,
It
Jordan.
didn't cross my mind.
That's all right.
Yes, we have the money in our budget, totals 36,000
that.
some change.
That's coats, pants?
Yes,
stuff.
yes, sir.
Okay, and it is inside the budget.
Yes, sir.
So moved.
So seconded, and I vote, so 2-0 there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're a lot easier on you than we are on Lonnie.
Well, I'm not through yet.
Oh, okay. I take that back then.
Right. We do have in our budget also, this, for a new cascade system. It's the, where we refill our air packs. And, ours has got a lot of age on it. And, like I said, we do have it in our budget. And I did put it out for bids. Both these were out for bids, and, that's the one that we chose. And it's 50,000 and some change.
Okay.
I remember voting on that when we did the budget. Oh, yeah, yep.
Okay, so
What's the grand, what's the grand total on that one again?
5947.
Yes, sir. $50,947.21. And they reduced it 6,000 from 6 months ago. So it was a good thing that we waited.
And what is it, the equipment, or what is it?
It's a cascade system is what they call it. It's for putting air back in our SCBA bottles for fighting fire.
It's a fancy air compressor, isn't it?
Exactly.
That's what it is, yeah.
We'll go with that.
So motion to send to
Oh, yeah.
BOMA. I second the motion and vote aye. All right. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, item number 9, funding request from finance for approval of auditors' contracts.
In front of you, you'll see two contracts. The one is Waycaster, the other from Matlock and Clements. These are the auditors we've used for a number of years now. It's just the required audits. It's the required audit work for the upcoming fiscal year 26 audit. The good thing is, we know these folks, like I said, we've used them for a number of years, and they agreed not to up their price from last year, so. The one you're gonna see is $42,000, which is, again, what they charged us last year. And I believe the Waycaster, I think, was an even
23.
23, there you go.
So what does Waycaster audit?
All of our books.
So what is Matlock?
And they also, Waycaster also is responsible for going over budget prep with us. They kind of have they kind of have two rules, audit and budget. Matlock and Clements is kind of the final say on the overall budget, both financial statements and any federal dollars that we get.
Got it in the budget,
We do, it's budgeted every year.
so let's go.
All right. So I'm assuming that is a motion that I'll second, and 2 aye votes, so 2-0 to approve.
Oh, we're gonna get something in a minute, I can feel it coming on.
All right.
Fixed to get good.
Item number,
Isn't this where we stop? and adjourn?
Might be a good idea, yeah.
item number 10. You know, we got 12 months, Anthony. You didn't have to get it all in this one.
So, item number 10 is what I've been talking about as far as these automatic, it's an automatic machine to paint the fields. That's your rental agreement. You rent it for a couple of years, they provide all the paint and everything. It's $17,000 a year. We do a 2-year deal with them. And all you do is you program it in, takes 8 minutes, it stripes the fields. While one person is dragging the other field, it eliminates a person. And AJ, what they used to spend down there striping all them fields, was it a day?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and so you have 4 fields, technically you can be done in 45 minutes, you go to the next side, and in 2 hours, you have done all the work of 2 men for all day.
Why don't you let the people that play down there stripe the fields like we used to?
Because they don't want to.
Well, that's tough,
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, and.
They
like
don't
I
have to
said,
play on them if they don't wanna do
well,
that.
We've always provided this service for the last how many years?
16 that I know of.
Yeah, so I mean, Mark, when we were there 25 years ago.
Yeah, we kept
did 'em,
filled up.
And it's
Yeah.
a different world now, but, this will also do the soccer field, which is probably in itself a good half a day by the time you do all those fields. And so there again, in this quote is the paint, so you'll back the paint that we usually spend, which is $3,000 or $4,000 a year, I would assume. Is that Sound close?
Easily.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's $17,000 a year, so you got $12,000 in the machine, which is a part-time person if you hired somebody just to do it 5 days a week in there. So we're asking for you guys to let us, pick this up.
So we used to use inmates too, remember, we used to, we can't
use
do
them
that
at the
anymore?
parks anymore. The sheriff does not want them at the park, so George uses them in public works. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, back, like I said, when we were down there, we had resources that are a lot different than today. So,
So someone from the park's gonna use these, not some,
no, yeah, I mean,
Manager or something
they'll
like
come
that.
out and they'll program them for us, and then all you do is take the pad that they provide, and you hit start, tell it what field it's on, all you have to do is program it one time. Just make sure the paint's in there, and then, when it's done, you run a little bit of water through it.
this coming out of AJ's budget?
It's coming out of the park side, so, you know, AJ split up into a couple different sections, but this is the park side of the budget.
They
What
got
about-
money for it?
They do have some money for it, yes.
What about, maintenance on these things is?
It's all included in the
All
agreement.
inclusive?
Yeah, yeah, so if we, short of us running over it, they'll come take care of it for us.
How many we gonna get?
We're gonna get one.
One?
Yeah. I wanted two, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't wanna ask you for that much money. No, I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
let's see how this one goes for this year and see if it's worth it to us, and.
It is a 2-year contract?
Yeah.
Mr. Messick?
You're gonna have to make this motion.
I'm on the fence about it myself.
You can either pay for this, or you can pay for a person. It's your choice. If you're going to spend all day fixing the field, that's a person.
How often do we do that?
4 days a week, and then weekends for tournaments. So,
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I mean, you can
Yeah.
take that person that wouldn't be doing that, let them mow, and we don't need extra people. I mean, usually we had 3 to 4 people down there with part-time people for the summer. We do it now with 2 people, and we're not asking for a part-time person.
So do we have 40 hours a week in painting fields?
You easily could, yes.
$48,000, pretty good salary. That's for 2 years, though, right?
We're,
Well, I'm up here.
yeah.
That's $25,000 a year.
Okay.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, and you're gonna do it all summer. Like I said, I mean, and then you have the soccer fields to throw in as well. I mean, believe it or not, it will save you, not only a person, but that person that we have can be doing something other than, because usually when we do this, it's a 2-man job, right?
Yeah.
Now you take it as a 1-man job, one dragging the field while it's painting, and then the other can be doing something else.
Why don't you go ahead and make that motion?
Well, I do think it probably nets out pretty close. If not, the 48 is for 2 years, 24 a year. And 4 to 5 of that's gonna be paint. I'll make the motion.
I'll say,
Where do y'all see 48?
Total
Top.
contractual value?
yeah, top of the, back of that page.
Did I give y'all the wrong one?
I don't know.
'Cause
Total annual value, total contractual value,
I've
total
got
number of payments.
33.7, it's 16 a year, and then the implementation for them to come out and do the field 17, I've got it at 33.7.
16 a year. This says
32.
total 16 payments,
Okay, this is saying 3 years.
3 payments.
Number of payment, total number of payments, 3.
Did I give y'all the same one?
Oh, we got the same one.
Yeah, because this one here says 24-month term. Did I give y'all a different one?
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah, this is 3 years.
Okay, here's, I'm sorry, this, it's 24 months.
Okay,
Yeah, sorry if I give you
so
all
it's
the wrong
30,
one.
33,
Yeah,
33.7.
That's an old one.
Okay.
I brought them in here today, so that's my fault. This is the updated one.
All right. Well, I'll
I
still
think
make,
we already voted yes on
I'll
it.
still make the motion. We've already voted yes,
Yeah,
so,
'cause like I said, it's like 17 a year.
okay. So 2-0.
That was a tough sell. AJ, you want anything?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
So,
I don't think
AJ,
we're,
come on up and
I
sit
don't think
down.
we're to AJ yet. Item 12, we still got to go.
Proposal.
To amend the
11.
purchasing ordinance.
Okay, all right.
Item 11.
We ain't got item 11
All
yet.
right.
Oh, no, we hadn't got item 11 yet. I'm sorry.
My bad.
Discussion regarding the possible purchase of the building on Interstate Drive.
So, what I'm asking here is, and this is gonna be for animal control. You know, we thought a couple years ago when the county was going to build the facility, it was quite a bit bigger, and we thought that we might try to get out of that business and join them. The facility is quite a bit smaller than it was when it was originally proposed. Our facility, if you've been out there, is really not much. So I don't want to say the business or anything at the time, but what I'm asking for is to see if you guys will let me start the negotiation process on a piece of property with a building that is already set up for 20 kennels and those things inside of it, so that we can move animal control away from where we are onto a new piece of property on Interstate Drive. I'll come back. The number, you know, is probably land, building, and all. We're in the 425 type of range is what we were kind of a starting point. But we would move our animal control over to that new facility. Humane Society is looking to purchase all the equipment inside of it, and there's probably a deal to be had with them to do some spade and neuter at a reduced cost that they will do. We're just gonna actually do the kennel side of it like we do today.
That's not enough kennels.
No, but there's room in the back to add on as you go. Right now, we don't have that many spots in the building we have with the county in it. So it would actually almost double the size that we have today that we facilitate and use. And then, like I said, there's land in the back that if we needed to add on, we would have that ability. You know, you're not gonna expand where you are, you're not gonna fix the building you have, even when the county leaves. It's kinda gone. But what I'd like to be able to do is just give permission to start the process. I'll bring it back to you, and if you approve it, then we'll take it to BOMA. But I'm just looking to see if we can start trying to facilitate that and work out the best deal we can.
Hey, can I ask a
Sure.
silly question now? The old school board building up next to Farm Bureau,
Yes,
that's $450,000, $500,000 building.
yes.
Can we get rid of it and
We're trying to.
pay for this,
Yes.
maybe?
Well, we did offer that out already once, and we're waiting on an answer, but we are looking to actively sell that building. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you know, short term, you're gonna have to take it out of general fund, but I think we can replace it with some stuff with that building to sell.
Yeah, it should bring that,
Yeah.
every bit of it,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
So, but I'm just looking for permission to get it started, and I'll start the negotiations, and I'll bring it back to you guys and get your sign off, and then we would go to BOMA with it.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
All right, now item number 12, proposal to amend purchasing ordinance.
This is something that, what we're looking for here is permission to up those thresholds. This is gonna come in front of the policy committee. Basically, what it would do, it would raise the purchasing thresholds, for example, for the directors. The directors can purchase whatever within their budget limitations, up to $9,999, meaning the $10,000 threshold. At the $10,000 to $35,000 threshold, the mayor would have the authority to sign anything. Then at 35,000, it would be the finance committee, and then at 50,000, it would be BOMA. Now, at 50,000, it still's got to go through the finance committee. But at 50,000, it would go to BOMA for final approval. And the difference is, right now, it's 35,000 is the threshold, it goes to BOMA. So we're kind of asking for a $15,000 increase.
To BOMA, what's the mayor's threshold now?
I think I stop at 20,
25,
25.
yeah.
Okay.
And then asking to bump the mayor then to 35, and the directors are at 5, asking to bump them to 10.
And then this committee would be from 35 to 50. I mean, look at the resolutions we're fixing to do on pumps and different things that is in people's budgets that we've got to go back and present resolutions and all those things. We're not asking for anything that's not in a budget. Anything that's not in the budget, we have to take to BOMA, right? But every time we do a resolution over $35,000, I mean, it costs us for the city attorney to draw the resolution.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you can't trust your finance committee to say yes or no, I mean, everything's going up.
It's always been a mystery to me why we had to vote on something we've already voted
Already
on once.
approved. Yeah.
It's just the laws, right? I mean, Anthony's tried to look into it and fought it with MTASC and different ones. Because I agree. You've already told these people they can spend the money, and if it's in their budget, they should be able to do it. But this is the check and balance through the finance committee, and we're just looking to move that up so we don't have as many resolutions go before BOMA.
There's a lot of small purchases that the directors just need flexibility. You know, like I said, the limit now is 5, we'd bump it to 10. And then, like I said, from 10 to 35, they'd have to take it to the mayor, and the mayor would have the authority. But anything above 35 still goes to finance committee, and then when we hit 50, it's finance committee and BOMA.
Yeah.
So
And this applies to budgeted items only?
That's it.
that's what we're talking about, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, BOMA approves the budget, so
yeah,
as long as they have it.
yeah.
If they don't have it, well, that's a different issue.
And I mean, if you remember correctly, right, I mean, it was a year or so ago, we give the directors from 1,500 to 5. I mean,
Yeah.
Because it was just,
Yeah.
it was constant. They couldn't get anything
Couldn't buy
accomplished.
a meal of what they had.
It would stop a lot of these resolutions, you know, for $9,000 or $7,000 on you know, stuff that they need to purchase that's in their budget, and a resolution has to be drawn up on it, it has to, you know, it just, that type of stuff, so.
All right, motion to approve.
Yep.
I second. 2-0 on the vote. All right, Director Fox, this better be good. You've had a lot of buildup.
Well, I tell you, is this seat getting warm yet?
So, before he gets started, I want to help him with just a little bit right here, because part of what happened is, and what I printed off for you is a recreation plan from 24 to 28 that we all sat in there and talked about. These were items that was identified in a 4 or 5 year plan. And so what happened to him this year, okay, is we started, we voted last year to give him the money, and we started the plan. We got a late start after the election cycle because we just couldn't get some stuff passed that needed resolutions until after the first of the year. So it pushed our construction dates back. So everything that we had planned to do this year got rolled over into being funded in the budget we currently have, okay? So we're a year behind. We didn't spend any money of the first year's budget 24's last year because we didn't get it done until July of 25, okay? So it's gonna look like a really big number for 25's budget, but you gotta remember, we didn't spend 24's number, okay? Everybody, Mark, are you?
I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you just, I mean, I gotta make sure because I know, yeah.
Do we know what that carryover number is?
I think, and we'd have to look, I think, Mark, and it seems like we give them $600,000 or $700,000 the first year because we were doing full plaster,
Yep.
pumps.
I thought we gave them 800,000, something like that.
Make-
Closer to 6.
It was, yeah, it was closer to 6, it was, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a big
So-
number.
So we're carrying that number over.
100% of it?
100%. We didn't pay for anything. Well, $80,000, I think we paid the consultant out of it.
I think so, yeah.
So we're carrying over about 500,000 of it, okay? So now what you see is the stuff that we need to do this year, okay? So this year, we printed you off a list, and that number is $688,591. We never really assigned a budgeted number this year to this project, because, you know, we just weren't sure. And so what we did also in this packet that I give you is I give you the quotes on what it is we're doing this year. The biggest one is in the pump and pool room where we always continue to break down. We're asking to replace 9 pumps, the strainer baskets, the valves, and then there's 2 extra pumps, one on the drain, and then the other one was where we replaced the basket in last year's process when we did the sand filters. And then everything else, there's some ADA compliant. I'm not gonna go down the whole list for you, but that's kind of why you're gonna see in his number this year, we're gonna go over, because of last year, okay? So, I mean, you know, if you put the two together, we're right there within what we think. $80,000 of this year's budget is to do the outside of the building. You can see in the report, we have exposed wood, the stucco and stuff is broke down. The building probably hasn't been painted in 10 or 15 years. There's lighting, there's, you know, there's all kind of things that one big item too is the pool chairs that hadn't been replaced, they've been broke. I told them to throw them all away, that we would just have to get new ones, because there was some safety concerns with them breaking, because they were the old plastic strip ones, and we're gonna go to the new type of a wood that matches the picnic tables. So I'll leave it to AJ now, but I wanted to get that part, because this year is gonna look like we spent about $1.2 million, but part of it, like I said, and there will be an overrun. Anthony knows, I mean, he's gonna have to give us some more money, to do it.
It
That's
is,
as far as-
it is a budget amendment. It's coming out of general fund,
Yeah,
cash, budget amendment to the rec center.
yeah.
So how much would that be for?
Right, what we're asking for is $688,591.84.
On this sheet, you'll see the line item, and you'll see how you get to 688.
Yeah,
There's 3 pages in this one.
Yeah,
the very, very back sheet.
Here, just give them that one. Thank you.
and then, like I said, we took the 5-year plan, and we marked up what's completed and what we got done, and we gotta give them a little credit, because we've been doing some internal stuff. George's guys have fabricated some stuff and helped us. We didn't take all of the numbers that, if you look at this plan, and I may not have printed this sheet, when they provided this to us, Mark, if you remember, it was like $5 million. And we think that we're gonna get out from under the whole deal using internal and local people to do the work with us. For probably next year's plan is the sprinkler systems, upgrading the piping and stuff that has corroded because air conditioners didn't work and those things. That number next year will be about 400,000, and we should be about done for around $2 million in upgrades. Did I say that right?
Sounds about right.
So the 500,000 from last year that we didn't use, does that mean that our general fund balance went up that $500,000 that we weren't expecting?
It did increase a little, but I'm not gonna say it went up the whole number, because we probably had a couple of things that went over last year that weren't just necessarily his.
Yeah.
Okay? But we did increase a little, over the previous year. And some of that could have been tax revenue, and we spent it. And, you know, halfway through the year, when Anthony and I were looking at it, revenue could be up a couple more % than what we projected. But But we won't know till we finish the year, right?
in general balance sheeting, that's where that 500,000 would have gone if every egg was a bird.
Yes, yeah.
And then we'll be pulling that
That.
amount of money back out.
For what we did last year.
For the overage.
And paid this year,
Yeah.
and then this will be for what we're doing this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, our general fund revenues are running a little ahead of schedule by about 2%.
Yeah.
How much we got in general fund? What's our balance? What's our fund balance?
23 million. Oh, I'm sorry, you said just general fund. Yeah, general fund is 16.7 million.
Yeah.
I was giving you a total.
Okay.
So we're running ahead by almost the amount we're talking about, 60% of the amount we're talking about. We're running ahead.
2%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2%.
16, yeah.
I mean, and like I said, I mean, you know, we all agreed when we did this a couple of years ago that we just had to put the money into the center to help these guys get their revenues back, and now that we have the chance, it really is the right thing to do. I mean, if you look across the city at the way we've been able to attack infrastructure in the last couple of years with all departments, I mean, we've really done a good job and maintained our fund balance year over year.
Yeah. I agree. I agree that it needs to be done. But AJ, you gotta understand, you and your team are signing a contract here, which means we put this money in and we've gotta see it on the back end. We've gotta see, the revenue increase, we've gotta see people through the door increase, we've gotta see.
Can't guarantee that. You can't.
You can't guarantee anything, but that's the balance, right?
Well, that's what you hope for.
You know, when I ask for money at work,
Yeah.
I ain't guaranteeing that I'm putting more out the back door, but if I don't, you know what happens. So, that's, you know, it can't be money spent just for beautification. It's gotta be money that's spent that leads to something else.
Well, there are some beautification things in this, but a lot of it comes down to
Yeah.
safety and ADA compliance and that type of thing as well. That's what, we had a bigger list than this.
Yeah.
And we broke it down into priority 1. Now, there's a priority 2 and possibly 3 coming down the road, but these are the ones that need to be taken care of now, because they are safety issues, and some of it's just taking care of the structure of the building itself.
So is there some fail-safe we can put on this money that, to be sure it goes toward where it needs to go? I mean, I'd hate to see us be over budget 6 months in.
Well, the numbers that are on there are all true quoted numbers. These aren't projections. We went out.
I get that, but what I'm saying, is there a way to make sure, is there some way to audit this and make sure it gets spent as it's supposed to be spent along the way?
Yes. Yes, and I know what you're asking. You're wanting to make sure that we're not using it in the rest of the recreation department.
Absolutely, yeah.
And this would be like a capital project, and he'll have to atone for whatever the difference is in his operational budget, different than this. We'll get Anthony to earmark it exactly as capital outlay projects, and then his overall operational budget, he'll have to come and discuss with you, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm a big balance sheet guy. I'd just like to see a balance. Here's the money that went in, here's what we projected, and here's the completed list, and it balances to zero.
And what we'll do is when we do the budget amendment, we'll make a line item for capital projects, and we'll put that money in there, and you'll see exactly what we spend it on, and then, like I said, his operational side will be in his normal budget, if that's okay.
So, what I would ask for, AJ, is that I would like to see this report at every finance meeting. Okay. Same thing we talked about in water and sewer with a % of completion, an expected start date, and just consider each project a budget, where we're at on that budget. And I think, Mark, that kind of answers what
That's
you're
what I'm
looking
asking
for.
for.
So one, we know timeline,
Yep.
two, we know money.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be War and Peace, it can be pretty simple, but we're, 30% done, we've spent 80% of the money, there you go.
What we'll do is we'll keep this same spreadsheet, we'll add a couple columns to each, then when we're gonna start, where we're completed, and what percent, we're done. We'll do that.
Yeah.
And we'll just, the expense will go under your capital,
Yeah.
but when you turn in a requisition, just put this name on it, call it the Rec Center renovation project, and any requisition you turn in should have that name on it, and then we can uniquely track it.
And I,
Do you feel pretty comfortable you can do this?
I do. Now, I will tell you, some of these prices on here are back from November when I first started this process. So some of these prices may fluctuate. And you'll see on the second page here, when it comes to the big item, the pumps and strainers, the company I got to quote it, they're not an electrical company. So, we'll have to get an electrical person to come in, but we do have some in-house opportunities for that.
Yeah.
So, there may be some little items here and there that's not accounted for.
yeah,
And what we guarantee is we won't go over if we have to cut something out. But, I mean,
I don't mind doing it.
I know,
You know.
but I mean, it's like you said, I mean, when you put this together, we have to quote it, and, when you go back after 30, 45 days, because you gotta figure, I mean, we gotta go to BOMA, and it's actually gonna be into March before we can go back and say, hey, we'll ask them to refresh them at the end of the month, but you, I mean, you know how this works, right? But
I do.
But, and maybe there's some savings in a couple line items, and instead of buying 100 chairs, we buy 90 to make sure we have a little extra money to make this work. I mean, we'll do it right.
well, it's a big ask.
Yeah.
It's, I believe, the right ask. I do think that. But, I will tell you, from my standpoint, there'll be accountability tied to dollars and cents, probably more than anything I've done since I've been here.
I wanna watch it. Yeah, I wanna see it every month, every month.
So, AJ, I feel like that's fair. We want to give you something to fight the battle with.
Oh.
And then you just need to make sure we feel good about it.
I try every day to do that for you, to be honest.
And if you have any questions, or you want to talk about how we want this to look, I'm available. Just give me a call. We'll talk through it, okay?
Once we get started and I get it set up, I can send it to you guys and you say, yeah, this is how we want it to look. No, it's not.
Okay.
I do like the idea of having its own separate line item, so this can be tracked a whole lot better and then being lumped into everything else.
And don't be afraid to come up here and say, we're behind schedule. That's okay.
Just don't come up here and say, that $600,000 you gave me, I spent that on flowers.
Yeah.
No.
I don't wanna hear that.
If we wind up missing some money, it's gonna be a hard day.
Yeah.
So, all right, motion to
Sure, why
Motion to
not?
pass to BOMA.
Yeah.
Second.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
All right, any other items to add?
Police left. Police department left. Kelly, you got anything you want to add?
Okay. I was in the mood to give the police department some money. Too bad they're not here to ask for it.
Come more this way.
Motion to adjourn.
Absolutely.
Seconded, so let it be. Thank you all. Goodness gracious, man, you didn't have to fire all your bullets at once.